Welcome back from that break, and this is Political Arena on S24 television with me, Abubakar Turaki. Kano politics is different from many parts of the northern Nigerian politics. It is strongly shaped by personal loyalty, influence, and how politicians shape their power and resources. Group linked to Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso and Abdullahi Umar Ganduje shows that people often follow individual more than political parties or idea in Kano politics. It is all about government structure, but also about trust, loyalty, and a long-standing relationship. This afternoon, I am joined by my guest, Zainab Nasir Ahmed, the executive director of Yospis from Kano State, to help us understand why Kano politics is taking different dimensions ahead of 2027 general election. Zainab Ahmed, welcome to Political Arena on S24.
Thank you, Abubakar. I'm glad to be here.
Thank you, Zainab. So, Zainab, once if we mention Kano, the perception from many Nigerians, the political tension that is going on in Kano State is different. Why are we having different kind of political tension in Kano State ahead of 2027?
Well, when people mention issues like this, I always say Kano politics has always been like this. Let's go back to history of the NPC and the Rabiu movement, the emancipation of the Talakawas, as they said then. So it was a very tense situation then, more brutal than this, because as of then, there are so many developments that we don't have, which we have now. So it has always been like this, coming down to the current situation of the Kano State governor, who recently defected to another political party, and the tension that is going on between him and his godfather that brought him to power due to his massive followership, yes, of the Kwankwaso movement. So it's just like this.
It has been there.
It has been there, nothing new.
Okay, so we have seen recently the way the leader of the NNPP, even though he has defected to the ADC, the coalition movement, he has been lamenting, and we have seen in his recent interview with newsmen, he stated that what the current governor of Kano State did is a pure betrayal. Don't you think that it's all about interest, and politicians with their interests, you cannot separate interest and politician?
I'm seeing it as a political interest.
Okay. Why?
Yes, because even the Kwankwaso movement, they have been moving from one political party to another. He was in PDP before, he moved to APC, and now he moved to NNPP, and now he is currently with ADC. So he has been going to different political parties in order to find a party that is going to align with his political interests. And even the Kano State governor, from what he has been saying and what his aides has been saying, that they defected to APC, they stated their reasons because the NNPP party, it has so many court cases.
Internal party conflicts.
Yes, the internal party conflict. So I'm just seeing it as interest. It just depends on the masses to understand which interests align more with what is going to benefit the common man.
So why is it that there has been an intense squabble, especially in Kano politics, among the masses? But if you look at, there is a synergy between the leaders of the party, because we have seen 2019 when Nasiru Gawuna wanted to succeed the former governor of Kano State. But look at it now. Nasiru Gawuna is in coalition with Kwankwaso. And now Abba, he has actually aligned with Ganduje. So what can you say about that?
So from 1999 to date, we have these two camps, the Kwankwaso and the Ganduje.
Those are the two major dominant political parties in Kano State.
Because 1999 to 2003, it was Kwankwaso who was the governor of Kano State. Then Mala Ibrahim Shekaro, then Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, then now Abba Kabir Yusuf. So you see, Kwankwaso and Ganduje, they were once in the same political camp before they now decided to go their separate ways. And anybody that wanted to join a particular camp, you are either with the Ganduje or the Kwankwaso movement. Even Dr. Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, when he was speaking about the depiction of Abba, he said Abba carried, he mentioned a Hausa named Akushi. He carried the Akushi, yes, a ball, yes, and took it to the Ganduje camp. That was his words. So it has always been these two camps. And you see, Malam Ibrahim Shekaro recently defected from PDP to APC. He joined the ruling party of the Abba Gida Gida. So they are all moving from one party to another, because and it's all, yes, across the two biggest camps.
Okay, so talking of 2027 election, there has been report the rate of political violence and the rate of political thuggery in Kano is highly increasing.
Yes.
Especially with the proliferation of drugs, especially hard drugs among the teeming youth of Kano State.
Yes.
You are an executive secretary of your space. What are you doing in order to curtail that issue of political thuggery? Because I have been seeing that you have a good synergy between the Kano State Police Command, because we have been seeing your activities, you have been partaking in most of your activities. What are you doing as the executive director in order to cushion that effect?
We are working as partners with the Kano State Police Command and the NDLEA in order to mitigate the challenges of young people in regard to crime and drug abuse. You see, drug abuse is one of the major crises of young people in this generation and is the root of all crimes. Any young person that committed a crime, if you dig deep, you find out that he's an addict. So that drugs push them to commit different criminal behaviors. So some bad eggs among politicians are taking advantage of that. They give them drugs and they push them to go and do things in order to protect their interests, create violence, conflict during political gathering, political campaigns, and what have you. So it's something that they are doing in order to destroy young people, and it affects their productivity, because you will find out that the moment a young person started engaging in such kind of behavior, he will not go to school, he will not engage in any kind of business, he will not be productive in life. So it's something that we saw it as something that, as a non-governmental organization, a youth-led non-governmental organization, this is what we have to do in order to solve the challenges that young people are facing in Kano State.
Okay, when you made mention of youth participation, and we all knew that the number of youth in Kano State, they are more of 2/3 of the population of Kano State. And we have seen recently there have been calls, yearning and aspiration that special seats should be allocated to women in order to participate in politics, due to the people are of the belief that once if the woman gets the chance and opportunity, some social vices will be curtailed. But a lot of women are not even interested to partake in the political system. When I say political system, I mean active political system, not just thuggery political participation. So what are your call to women out there? If they really believe that they have the zeal and they have something to offer, why are they not coming very close to the decision making? What are your calls to them?
Youth and women, they are the wealth of politics in Kano State. They are the most active. They are the voters, they are the political mobilizers, and even our digital world, they are the ones that dominated the narrative on digital media. So, you know, there is this issue of lack of awareness. They are participating, they have so much interest in politics, but they don't know where to hit. Because,
what do you mean by that?
From the people that mostly, let's say the politicians,
with them?
Yes, they are seeing politics as something that they will just participate in order to have a godfather, in order to support them with something that will sustain their life, not to see them on the table of decision making. So they don't have such awareness. We have the not too young to run
movement.
Yes. It's a law now. And we have been pushing for the reserve seat for women bill. But the people, or let's say the women that are participating in politics, you'll find out that most of them, they are not educated and they lack awareness. So they will be committing different sort of blunders that people will start, or even respectable women will start showing away from participating in politics because of what they are seeing from those women that are dominating the space.
So now basically you're speaking to them that they should try and embrace politics from the bottom of their heart.
Yes.
Because recently we have seen a lawmaker from USA, Ilham. She has been doing well. And the perception, you spoke about godfatherism and money politics. So how can we break that chant, that barrier of godfatherism among women and youth in Kano State?
There should be massive awareness. We don't know the strong, the strength that we have as women and youth. I said we are the wealth of Kano politics. So, but these politicians will not allow us to understand our strength.
Why did you say that? Because you already mentioned that you have the almost like 50% of the population.
Yes, but they are poor, women and youths. They don't have the resources. They don't have the resources, so it's a challenge, it's a barrier. So to fight that kind of barrier, they need to have massive awareness to understand who they are. Sometimes money play a little role in politics if there is a strong ideology. For example, the Kwankwaso ideology. You always have the massive bots, but money politics is not common in Kwankwaso politics. They see it as something that they have to do it because they believe in the movement.
They have ideological perception.
Yes, they have this kind of ideological inclination compared to other camps that you have. If you don't have money, you cannot even contest. If you look at like even the forms of some political parties, you will see 100 million, 50 million. So I don't think there is any young person that have the capability to purchase such kind of forms unless he has somebody like a godfather that is going to support him.
Which is one of the major barriers.
Yes, it's a major barrier. But if we come together as youth and women, we will definitely grab those seats because population is not something to joke with. We have the numbers, we have the energy, and we have the time. So we can do it.
So speaking about the population, the zeal, the idea, but the issue of godfatherism and money politics is actually dragging them back. So we have seen recently when the present administration came into board, the likes of Mariam Shetty was a minister designated.
Yes.
So what happened? Don't you think that there is still not synergy among women and youth? Because we have been seeing calls among the people of Kano State calling them that she was not supposed to be nominated as minister. Don't you think that there is still ego among the youth? And the youth have to do something differently in order to change the narrative.
You know, her name was sent to the Senate before.
For screening.
Yes, because before it was retracted. So I am seeing it as more of a party politics. Not really, I don't think any opinion will like stop the presidency from confirming her as a minister. If they decided to confirm her. There are so many people that were appointed. And there is so much, let me call it noise from people that don't like them. And it doesn't change the decision of the people in power. So people can say whatever they want to say. Maybe that's their own personal opinion on her. Maybe they don't know, they did not get to know her and to understand her achievements and to understand that she can do it. I think there are so many ministers that doesn't have her level of qualifications and her exposure. So I'm just seeing it as something related to their political party of the APC, not really what people are saying. It will not change anything. I don't think that's what changed the president's mind to retract her. And maybe there is something that the general public are not aware of.
Okay, Zeno, before we call it a day, ahead of 2027, we have seen recently some videos going out, went viral yesterday. The way women are moving around the street of Kano, portraying some political shenanigans. And this kind of political shenanigans may likely destabilize the unity in Kano State. What are your odds to the people of Kano ahead of 2027 in order for them to embrace party unity, free, fair, and credible election? Let them avoid political violence ahead of 2027? Because the stability of Kano is the stability of the northern Nigeria and Nigeria at large.
We have a meeting under the umbrella of the Kano network of NGOs, which I happen to be their co-chair, with the Kano State Police Command, and we discussed this same issue, the political violence that might come up due to the general election. And we focus particularly on political campaigns on social media, because this is where young people and women do their things. And I think there are so many proactive measures which the security are coming up with, and at our own level we are trying to organize massive awareness movement trainings in order to make these young people understand.
Be fully aware of their rights.
We are going to bring the spokesperson of different political parties. We are going to bring the contestant. We did it before in 2023, and we are going to do it again in order to ease the tension, so that we will have a free, fair, and peaceful election in Kano State.
Thank you so much, Zainab. Thank you so much for speaking to us on S24 television. And that is all what we have on S24 television. And that is all what we have on Political Arena. Stay tuned for our S24 documentary and S24 report. Thank you.